Toronto City Council decided to move forward on a plan to adopt new taxes and fees. The big ticket item is a request to create a city sales tax. Our municipal affairs reporter Shawn Jeffords has been digging into the details of Council's plan. He joins us now from City Hall. So Shawn, let's start with the most controversial item, the municipal sales tax. Tell us about the new developments from last night's meeting.
Mirabel, the really interesting piece that kind of came out of this on the controversial request for the municipal sales tax is that there's now an addition to the clause in this motion. So initially the ask of Premier Doug Ford and his government was going to be, as I say, for this sales tax. However, now Council is saying they could also, instead of having that sales tax, have a portion of the HST. So the interesting piece of this is that, frankly, this might be more politically palatable for Premier Doug Ford. Instead of creating a new tax in the municipal sales tax, it would be an existing sales tax or cut of that existing sales tax that would go to the City of Toronto and perhaps other municipalities, depending on how this campaign goes that the City of Toronto may have to wage to get it. So a lot of questions now about what Premier Doug Ford will do with this new amendment and this new ask that's come forward from Toronto City Council.
So we'll wait to see what the reaction is on that. But councillors also pitching a lot of other ideas city staff hadn't originally recommended. So what were those and what could they mean?
You know, there were a flurry of motions and debates and votes last night, so much so that it probably would be confusing to a lot of people just looking in, watching, we had some really different ideas from councillors who really were having their first opportunity to debate and change these recommendations that city staff had brought forward. Amongst them were a proposal to create a City of Toronto lottery. There's also a fee that potentially would be discussed or contemplated for users of Billy Bishop Airport. And there's also a request now for a feasibility study of a core service review. So this is a review up and down of all the services that the City of Toronto provides, frankly, to see if they should continue to keep providing them. So a lot of grist for the mill here. Council is going to look at those, staff is going to look at those. There will be more debate on all of those as there's more information studied effectively by city staff.
Okay, so all those ideas, all that debate that took place, will all of this, any of this, even solve the financial crisis that the city is in?
You know, the consistent message that we were hearing from city staff and from city councillors and the mayor is that no one measure is going to solve the problem, that the city will effectively need a suite of tools. And they approved a bunch last night that will help: the increase to the municipal land transfer tax, the lifting of a cap on parking rates. But those are only a few of the options. They're going to need to continue to study bigger ticket items like that parking levy and to continue to pursue that request for the municipal sales tax or the cut of the HST, which would yield a lot more revenue, and then ultimately a new fiscal framework with the federal government and the province just to have access to these tools that grow with the economy. So it's obviously a pretty long-term situation and something that we're going to have to continue to watch down here at City Hall.
We know you will. Shawn, thank you for this.
Thanks, Maribel.